Today I am feeding my Einkorn starter. I'm using 30 grams of warm water, and I like to weigh all my ingredients because it's a lot more accurate. But it doesn't have to be exact. It could be 1 or 2 grams over or under. I'm just going to mix the water in with the starter and get it really soupy before I add the flour. Now I'm going to add 30 grams of all-purpose flour. In total, it will be a ratio of 1 part water to 2 parts flour. Now I'm going to measure out 30 grams of whole wheat flour. Einkorn already has very little gluten, but the all-purpose flour seems to rise better than the whole wheat. It still seems a little thin, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour. I'm not going to measure this because I just want to get it to a certain consistency. I would like it to be more like thick oatmeal and not drop off the spoon so easily. That seems better. It could be a little bit thicker, or it could be a lot thicker actually. It doesn't really matter, but I think that's going to be fine for now. I'm just going to try to clean the sides of the bowl and get everything incorporated. And I don't want anything to go to waste. Now I'm just going to cover it with a plastic bag and put it on top of my refrigerator until tomorrow, when I will repeat this process. I'm going to put my flour into jars, and I found these jars at Walmart. There were 6 of them for $15. I hate these paper bags that the flour comes in because they always rip and there's no way to close them and keep the bugs out. I just made a little funnel out of a piece of cardstock so I could get the flour into the jar. I use Jovial Einkorn flour, and I'm not sponsored by them, but I do like their products and their company. I'm just going to cut out the front of the bag so I can use it as a label so I don't forget which flour is which. These half-gallon jars will hold a little over 2 pounds of flour. You can see how much is left in the bag that just fell out of the flour sack. This one is the Jovial Einkorn all-purpose flour. Now I'm just going to tape the labels onto the side of the jar. Now I can display them nicely on my counter because they are too tall to fit in my cupboard.